Hi there, welcome to my cozy corner of the internet. We're in a new month and October literally passed in the blink of an eye. So, of course, I'm once again here to talk to you about everything I've played in October. So, I didn't get to play that many games because I actually got addicted to one of the games I started, and I'm gonna tell you all about it. And actually, it's the perfect game for October. So, I was literally planning to play this game. Wait, why am I talking about it in the intro? Let's just get into the video. Actually, before I start talking about the games I played in October, I have a giveaway announcement for this super cozy decorating game, Twinkleby. The developers kindly sent me Steam copies to share with you, so last week we gave away 3 copies and this week I'll be giving away 2 more. To enter the giveaway, all you need to do is the usual giveaway things like subscribing, liking the video, and leaving a comment. I'll reply to the winner's comments next weekend, November 8th. And yeah, now we can get into the video. Good luck! The first thing I played this month was Sumire. This was a game I picked on a whim when I was randomly scrolling through my Steam library at 2 am. I was actually torn between 2 games and I asked my mom to decide for me, and she said this one looks really cute and like something to make me feel good. I mean, thanks mom, I guess, for choosing this great game, but also I was in tears at the end. So this is a short adventure game where we play as Sumire, a young girl who's grieving and struggling to find meaning after losing someone important to her. One morning, a talking flower appears in our house and promises to help us fulfill our wish of speaking to our grandma again, but only if we spend the whole day showing the magical flower around our world. As we explore the quiet little town, we make choices that shape the story. We can help others or we can be bad and create even more problems for them. Everything we do affects how this single magical day ends. It looks like a cute, feel-good game on the outside, and I mean it is to some point, but there are also some moments that are too relatable that it's painful, and the dialogue surprised me in a good way. It talks about regret, forgiveness, and moving forward in a way that hits hard. The art is this dreamy watercolor style, and the music complements the rest of the game well. Even though it's only a few hours long, I think it's one of those games that really managed to leave its mark on you, and it felt like a quiet reminder to appreciate small moments and the people who matter to us. The next game I played was also by pure luck. I wanted to play this cyberpunk package delivery game called Cloudpunk, and I kept scrolling through my library, but the only similar looking game I saw was Lacuna, so I thought that must be the one. I played for about an hour before realizing this was a totally different game. Turns out I don't even own Cloudpunk. I mean, both games' thumbnails have these cyberpunk style cityscapes in the background, so my brain just associated them, I guess. But I'm very happy for that mistake because this game ended up being so good, especially for a cozy fall evening. Being in that beautiful sci-fi noir pixel art world and investigating this case was such a vibe. So Lacuna is a 2D sci-fi noir adventure where we play as Neil Conrad, an agent who gets caught up in a murder case that slowly turns into a big political conspiracy. It's a dialogue-heavy detective game, so instead of solving puzzles, we gather clues, talk to suspects, and piece things together ourselves. There is no way to reload and change our choices, so whatever decisions we make, we have to stick with them, and I think that makes the story feel more grounded and tense in a good way. We constantly use the metro in the game, which reminded me of the TV show The Bear, and I think it definitely made the game's world feel more alive. And another totally optional mechanic that added a lot of charm was smoking. You can buy cigarettes from vending machines and take small breaks in scenic spots. It's completely optional though, and you can even try to quit, which is what I did. The story gets pretty political, but not in a heavy-handed way. It talks about power, corruption, media, and how people get caught between systems that don't really care about them. I just really love the whole atmosphere of it, and if everything I said so far intrigued you, I would recommend you to check it out. Then I played the game that sucked all my free time this month. Cult of the Lamb. I've told myself every October for the past 3 years that I would play it during spooky months, but I never did because I knew I would be addicted. Literally every day I was looking forward to finishing my real life tasks just so I could go back to my cute little cult. So in this one, we play as a possessed lamb who starts their own cult in this dark, weird world. We recruit followers, build and decorate our little cult village, manage resources, and make sure everyone stays happy and loyal. And yes, we also perform rituals that are hilariously over the top, and if you stop to think about it, really disturbing rituals, but it's all wrapped in this adorably cute art style that makes it feel totally whimsical instead of grim. The dungeon runs are where things get exciting. We take our little lamb into randomly generated dungeons filled with monsters and treasures. Of course, each run gives us resources to improve the village, and sometimes new followers who join us after we rescue them. The combat is really well made, it never got stale for me, and I loved going back to the village after a run to see my cult thriving. Like, the balance between the chaos of the dungeons and the calm of decorating and taking care of our cult creates the perfect game for a cozy October evening. And finally, in October, I played Copycat. I was so scared of playing this game, like genuinely terrified, because I kept reading reviews of people crying their hearts out to the point of throwing up, and it's about a cat. And when it comes to animals, I cannot help myself. I start sobbing over the smallest thing. So in this game, we play as a cat that gets adopted from a shelter by an elderly lady. At first, we're cautious and scared because of our past trauma, but slowly we start to trust her and feel safe in our new home. But then, things happen. I won't tell you what, but sad things happen. I think the game is way too intense emotionally. It's constantly trying to make you cry, and for me, it didn't feel natural at all. If it had dialed it back a bit, I think some moments would have been much more effective. The writing felt a little weak, and the janky animations didn't help either. Just when I tried to jump like a cat, it wouldn't quite work, and it broke the immersion. I would jump on the counter and try to walk while avoiding all the items, but for some reason, our cat literally pushed every single thing to the ground. Cats are usually great at walking without touching anything, but I felt like this cat was not catting at all. But of course, all things aside, with a sad cat story like this, I couldn't help being interested and seeing it through to the end. I was invested the whole way, even if I wasn't a big fan of the execution. It's not a bad game, but I really feel like it could have been so much better. And that's everything I've played in October. Please let me know what you've played and how your month was in general. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I upload a video every Saturday, so if you hopefully decide to stick around, I'll see you next week with a new video. Until then, stay cozy. Bye bye.